Hello everyone, it's your options guy. Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're gonna go over my portfolio and how I have all my money in one stock. Now one stock is Palantir. Now, if you're new, I know you're probably thinking, you're like, man, this guy's an idiot. Why does he have all his money in one stock? What is he doing? Does he not know that you're supposed to diversify? Just make sure you have your money like different places so you don't risk everything. That's dumb. Trust me, I get it. But I'll go into reasons why I have all my money in one stock, whether it be Palantir or whatever. Usually I put all my money in one stock and I play that stock for a while until either I don't see that much movement or growth, or if I decide to go somewhere else because I see like another opportunity. But usually I come back to the stock that I was playing with. So I'll show you guys my portfolio in just 1 second. But first, please hit that subscribe button. If you keep watching my videos, because I know there's a lot of you guys that keep watching my videos, but you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, do that now so you don't miss out on my videos, especially when they come out, because I showcase current news and what's gonna happen with Palantir and stuff like that. So all that analysis you don't want to miss. And if you're new and you just want to like laugh at me, laugh at like how my portfolio is going down because I'm so dumb and in just putting all my money in one stock, go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well, so that way you don't miss out on laughing at me, because I know you're itching to hit the subscribe button because you don't want to miss that opportunity. Anyways, so let's get into my portfolio. Okay, so let's talk about why I have all my money in Palantir. Now, first we must answer the question, why do I even have all my money in one stock? So before I put all my money in one stock, I always ask myself, okay, is this company gonna go bankrupt? Like, what are the chances of it just going flat out bankrupt just right now? Now, to answer that question, you have to look at many different things, right? You have to look at the financials, how long the company has been around for, and many other reasons. But so in order for you to put all your money in one stock, I highly recommend that you first answer that question. Do you think this company is just gonna go bankrupt just flat out right now? Or is it just a pump and dump type of stock, right? So if the answer is yes to both of those questions, then you probably don't want to be putting all your money on that one stock. So no, I don't think Palantir is going to go bankrupt. Palantir has been around for 17 years. Palantir has worked with both types of governments, like either Democrat or Republican, it doesn't matter. It's been around just helping the US government. It doesn't really care which party's in power, which is a good thing. Palantir seems to be doing really well, especially when things are going wrong all over the place. So that's another good thing. So like the total market could be crashing, but Palantir could be going up because Palantir actually thrives more on helping out businesses that are in danger, as like you would say. So for example, the reason why Palantir has been getting a lot of contracts recently is because it needs to help out companies that are in danger of losing business, such as Airbus in the commercial space. Palantir has been doing business with the government for a long time. It keeps getting more and more contracts, and these contracts are not only are they getting longer, as in like longer than 1 year or so, but these contracts are actually getting bigger, so bigger payouts that could lead up to like 30 million, 250 million, or even more. So as time goes on, I feel like Palantir is gonna keep growing and growing. And just recently, they recently went public. So like, why would you go public if the company's gonna just go bankrupt all of a sudden? And not only that, Palantir has been really focused on growing their engineering. In the beginning, their engineering team, and now they're focused on growing their sales team, because they feel like their technology is definitely up there in the top tier. So now it's time to be focusing more on selling. And the good thing is they're actually using their own technology to help them with the selling, so cutting down costs and stuff like that. on other things that you would typically use for sales department. So there's many different reasons. I could go on and on. One of the big reasons that's good is that ARK Investing is not heavily invested in Palantir, but they're definitely increasing their amount of shares that they have in their portfolio. So if ARK Investing is investing in Palantir, I consider that a good indicator, especially since they were right with Tesla and that's their biggest investment. They were saying Tesla was gonna basically be worth like, thousands of dollars a couple years ago, and everyone thought they were crazy. So, and now look at them now. So they have a good reputation. So that's another reason. There's many reasons why to invest in Palantir, but either way, I feel Palantir is barely getting started, and it has a lot of room to grow, and that's definitely a reason why I have all my money in it. So if we look at my portfolio, as of right now, I have 6,000 shares in Palantir. If you've been following me, you know like which options I've had. So recently, since yesterday, we had a huge bump thanks to Cathie Woods and her buying. That was a good catalyst in why the stock went up. So because that happened, I was able to close out the 30 calls that I had. Normally I don't buy calls, and I was actually glad that I got to get rid of those calls due to yesterday's bump. So that's a good thing, and especially because I had those calls in margin. I definitely don't want to be having those calls in margin, even though the expiration was out in March and I felt really comfortable and I had a pretty good break even. I still rather take that money out and use it with selling calls instead. So I was able to close out those 30 calls, and I started selling calls, and I'll go more into which options and the place I did, but let me go over here. So here, not that long ago, back in December, I was at 127% return for this year, and then things started going down because I have all my money in Palantir. I went all the way down to, it closed at 79, but during the day, it actually dropped lower. It was around 75 at the lowest, so definitely that's a big drop, probably like 40,000 drop within a couple days, as you can see. So now it's coming back up, and while this was happening, I was just selling calls. So I've been selling calls with my 6,000 shares. I can sell up to 60 calls, and I've just been doing that, making money on the way. I think I probably made somewhere around like $4,000 in premium from here to here, and even from here to here, I've actually made a couple more. So now let's go over to what I made, especially on Friday. So one cool thing that Robinhood just recently did is that you can now actually sell and buy options the day of expiration. So on Friday, which was yesterday, I was able to sell these calls right here, these two right here that expired the same day. So if you're following Palantir, you know that Palantir popped on Friday, and the second it hit 28, it hit resistance and it started dropping. And then I'm like, okay, this is not gonna get past 28 today, especially because it already had like an 11% surge. I don't think it's gonna keep going up anymore. So what I did was I sold 20 contracts at the 28 strike for yesterday's expiration, and I was able to get $500 in premium. I also sold 40 contracts at the 28.5 strike price for yesterday, and I got 760. So in total, I got $1,260 just yesterday, just by selling the calls. And even if the stock went above, I would have been happy because these strike prices are pretty much my entry prices. I have an entry of 2,000 shares at 28, and then I have an entry at 28.20. So it would have been fine if I ended up selling these shares anyways and still get this premium because these strikes are basically at my entry or above my entry. So yeah, I was able to make basically $1,260 just yesterday because, I don't know, some people thought it was gonna go above 28. that day, especially after a surge. And I don't know who's crazy enough to buy these shares from me, or I mean these options from me at that strike price the same day of expiration. But hey, it's all good because they gave me free money, so I'll take it. And then another thing I did was I opened up another position by selling 10 contracts at the 25.50 strike price for next Friday, and I got an additional 750 premium just with that. So this basically means I don't expect Palantir to be under, or I don't expect it to be 25.50 or under by 122. I expect it to be above. Even if it drops, I'm willing to buy 1,000 shares at 25.50. I think 25.50 is a really good entry price, so I wouldn't mind buying that. So either way, no matter what happens, if I just hold on, I'm keeping the $750, so it's all good there. So that's the only positions that I have right now for options is this 25.50 put. Right now it's a little bit negative because Palantir ended up dropping a little bit on Friday. So let me open that up. Yeah, so it had a huge surge, 11% surge, and then it started going down, and then it seemed like it was kind of stable, but then the market started heavily selling off. So then this happened along with it, and then there was a huge spike after hours above 26. So we'll see where it ends up, but I feel like Palantir is gonna go up from here because it has a couple catalysts coming up. It has the January 26th demo day. That should be a really good catalyst for it to go up. It also has the earnings that's coming up pretty soon. So if you're in Palantir, if you're in Palantir already, I would say keep holding on at least up until the demo day. I don't think it's wise to sell right now unless if you just want to take some quick gains, but definitely hold on, I would say, at least till demo day, and even till earnings. I would say it depends on what happens on demo day, but I would definitely try to hold on to earnings. So yeah, so as you can see here, all my money's in Palantir. I have 100%. It shows market value of 155 because out of the 6,000 shares, 2,000 I'm with margin. So yeah, I'm negative 13,000 right now because my entry is at 28.20. So once Palantir goes back to 28.20, this 13,000 would come back to my portfolio, and my portfolio should be back at somewhere around 118,000 or maybe 120,000, somewhere around there. So that's it for today's video. If you like this video, please subscribe if you want to keep following me and my portfolio. Again, if you're new and you think that this is such a bad idea and you don't want to miss out on that opportunity to be laughing at my portfolio, definitely hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. If you haven't already hit the subscribe button and you want to keep seeing my portfolio grow, which it will, definitely hit subscribe. Give a like if you like this content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.